Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson on comparing theme from two texts. So we're going to be discussing the two passages that you either listened to or read to previously. Passage one was called Discouraged, and passage two was about the little sunflower. If you have not listened to those, first I need you to go back and listen to those two passages, and then come back and listen to the mini lesson where we talk about things from these two passages. If you have listened, then stay right here and we're going to get right into it. So, when comparing two texts together, often when we compare and contrast, we use a Venn diagram. I have a different kind of Venn diagram up here on the board. It's more of a double T chart. One side is for passage one, discouraged. One side is for passage two, the little sunflower. In the middle is where we're going to write common themes or things that we noticed from both stories. And it looks like this. You will be trying this out on your own tomorrow with the Venn diagram that you see on the screen right now. So, in our story, we are going to talk about how Brandon was feeling in passage one first. Now, remember, we're trying to think about theme, and theme is what is the author wanting you to learn from the passage? And theme is also a lesson that is universal. So it's something that you can apply to yourself. It's something that your parents could apply. It's something I can apply. Anybody. And it's not specific just to the story. So we'll get into that when we talk more about both passages and finding some themes from both of them. So what I'm going to start with is writing some details from the text from passage one. And I'm kind of going to start a little bit from the beginning. Brandon was feeling pretty discouraged in passage one because he had a lot of health issues and he couldn't go to school. He couldn't participate in things with his friends. He was kind of feeling lonely. So we're going to put Brandon was feeling discouraged with his schoolwork. He was taking a test on the American Revolution. He was not interested. He didn't want to do it. He was feeling pretty upset with himself. I will say he was frustrated. It's kind of one of those topics with being sick. He did not like that he couldn't go to school. And then his mom helped. She gave him a pep talk. To cheer him up. And she basically told him, you know, there's not a whole lot you can change about it right now. You just have to do the best that you can. So Brandon decided he decides that he can't control his health, like he can't control his situation right now. He can't control his situation, but he can control how he responds to it. Which just means he can't necessarily control his illnesses, how his health is right now, but he can't control how he feels. So he does control whether he's going to let himself feel bad for himself all day, be sad, or if he can't control if he wants to be happy, call his friends, FaceTime his friends, kind of like what we're in right now. We can't really control what's going on in the world, but we can control how we feel, and we can control our emotions towards it. So we have those details for passage one. We're going to write out now some details for passage two, the little sunflower. So we're going to start in the little sunflower. It was a really gloomy day, and it had the poor little sunflower was a lot of clouds and kind of rainy. So it was a gloomy, cloudy day. Okay, but little sunflower found a little sliver of sunlight coming through. So she turned her whole face to find that little sliver of sunlight and a little bit of warmth. So, sunflower turns her face the small sliver of light. Right, and then the old sunflower comes in and tells her it's not worth your time. It's not worth spending all the energy for that little teeny tiny sliver of light. So we're going to add that. He was kind of being a little discouraging, wasn't he? I'm going to say old sunflower discouraged. Little sunflower for wasting her energy toward little light. And finally, we're going to think about how Sunflower responded to that. And she told him that it was worth it and that she hoped that she didn't grow up and live a life that made her think that gloomy days weren't worth looking for the sunshine. So she did it anyway. And at the end of the passage, it tells us that she doesn't grow up to be like the old sunflower, that she was always looking for the sunlight in a gloomy day. I'm going to put always looked for the sunlight. Okay, so now there are a couple things that are very similar between these two passages. One that really sticks out in the title of passage 1 and what the old sunflower was doing was discouraged and feeling discouraged. So I'm going to write discouraged here. Actually, I'm going to use a different color. Mix it up a little bit. Discouraged. Now, remember, from yesterday's lesson, we learned that a theme is not just the one word. That is our topic, and we take our theme, we turn it into a sentence that can be used universally. So, our word is discouraged, and the lesson I believe that the author wanted us to learn from these two passages was to make the best of every situation that you can. Because Brandon decided that, you know, even though he couldn't be with his friends, he couldn't go to school the way he wanted, that he was going to do the best that he could in school and do the best that he can maintaining those friendships. And little Sunflower made the best of her situation by trying to find the little sliver of light on a gloomy day. So, the theme, got another color here, make the best of any situation. Okay, and there's another word that kind of popped up, something that Brandon said specifically in, I'll tilt this down a little bit more, something he said specifically was that he can't control his situations. And Sunflower can't control the weather. So, control could be one of the topics of the story. And the theme that the author is wanting us to learn is that focus on what you can control instead of what you cannot control. Instead of what you cannot. Which I think is a very good lesson for what's going on right now with us. Like I said before, we don't have any control of what's going on in the world right now, but we do have control with how we approach the situation and how we handle the situation. We can choose to be sad and bummed out, or we can choose to make the best of any situation and every situation. So you guys are going to do this on your own tomorrow with 2 new passages, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with.